I just wanted to do a little video on something from my trip to Mayo Clinic. So I wanted to talk about their prep for colonoscopies because their prep is stricter than any prep that I've had before. And I've had about, I would say at least 10, 11 colonoscopies. And usually the rule has just been, it's a clear liquid diet, but just stay away from anything red. You can still have like orange jello and yellow or green jello and, things that are yellow in color. You can have broth. No, can't do none of that. Mayo says no. So Mayo said no red, purple, blue, green, orange, no color that was bright, any bright color. Now their exception to that was like G2 Gatorade because it's more diluted, so it's not as bright. They also said no broth. They said I could have black coffee, clear teas. I don't really get why I couldn't have like black tea if I could have black coffee. So basically just like coffee and water is really all you can have with the Mayo, with their guidelines. But also that makes me wonder, when they go in there, do they maybe look for other things that my GI's not? And that's why they need to make sure it's extra clear? I don't know, but I'm going to follow it. Also something that I learned was that if you have, normally because they say take your prep at night, and then have one like the morning or so many hours before your procedure. And depending on when it lies, you can actually do both of them at night so that you don't have to wake up at like the butt crack of dawn and drink that nasty stuff. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think you just have to have like 3 or 4 hours in between. But so if you can start it early enough, and so like if it was at like, you started your first one at 5 the night before, you could go ahead and start your next one at like 8 or 9 the night before if you wanted to, and then that way you don't have to deal with it in the morning. So some helpful tips and tricks there, and I don't know, I may even follow, even if I have another colonoscopy that's not at Mayo, I may go ahead and follow the same diet rules just because they obviously must have a reason and they're the top dogs, so I'm just going to assume they know what they're doing. But I also do like to have at least one. I'm not a big jello person, but it's nice to at least have something that you can almost chew, I guess, instead of just drink. I'm bummed about the broth. The broth at least gives you a bit more flavor to it, but that's what they say, so that's what I'll do. So those were my instructions for prep, and when I have my colonoscopy next month, I'll let you guys know if they do anything different than their process that I'm aware of while I'm awake that other GIs have not done. Thanks.